Caesar! Caesar! What are you doing? What are you doing, dog? Come here. Come here, buddy. Come on. Oh, come on, Caesar. Caesar, come here. Hey. Hey, guys. Tidy here. Okay, Caesar, go. 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 Yeah, you saw my dog. I know he's cute. Oh, shit. You know, there's one thing that I miss a whole lot. And that's the 90's. I fucking miss the 90's. Yes, I was alive back in the 90's. I'm like 19. Okay, I'll be 20 next week, so, yeah. Because, yeah, it's an announcement. My birthday is next week, so I'm going to be 20. The thing that sucks is Josh is going to be 21 because he was born a year before me, same month, different year. So he's going to be the one guzzling beer and everything. It pisses me off. I sit there and get drunk and tipsy and hammered while I sit there and have to suffer. Anyways, this is beside the point of this video. The point of this video is the fact that I miss the fucking 90's. The 90's were great. I mean, I was just a kid back then, but the good thing about the 90's were the games. We had the video games, the cartoons, and some of the TV shows too. Video games, the cartoons, and the TV shows. Some awesome TV shows from back in the day. Some shows that I used to watch all the time. Well, then yeah, this was back when Disney was actually cool, before they started remaking old shows that weren't made by their company and turning them into bullshit, like Inspector Gadget and their latest one, Underdog. You bastards. Anyways, for those of you kids out there that are Naked Brothers Band fans and you guys watch Drake and Josh, you kids do not know what it was like back in the 90's. Back in the 90's, there was no Drake and Josh. Back in the 90's, it was Kenan and Kel. Kenan and Kel came out in 1996 and finished in 1999. They had quite a good season. Anyways, other shows that were on back in the day. Pepper Ann. Well, these are 3 shows I think they should put back on the air. Pepper Ann, Recess, Mighty Ducks. Those 3 are all from Disney. But I think these 3, the ones that are on my fingers right now, should all be back on the air because those shows were awesome. Because Recess was awesome. It was pretty cool. And Mighty Ducks, I used to watch that back in 96 through 97. That show was pretty cool. About alien ducks that come to Earth and fight crime, basically. And they also play hockey. Interesting. And again, I was kind of a weird kid back in the day. What other shows were there? Actually, there is one show that came out in the 90's that I've been watching since then. It's still alive to this day. Okay. 2 shows. Technically, one didn't come out in the 90's. It came in when I was first born. Or like the year after I was born. The Simpsons. That show I've been watching since I was a little kid. And I still watch it to this day. Ed, Edd and Eddy came out in 1999, and I'm still watching that to this day. Although, you know, for a while it's getting kind of old, but you know, I really don't give a shit. I miss the fucking 90's, and that's all I have to say. What other fucking shows are there? What other shows were around back then? Oh, Rugrats! Now that was the show back in the day. And everybody remember Rugrats? Rugrats, good show. But yeah, everyone remember Tailspin? What other shows were there? There was Darkwing Duck, DuckTales, Gummy Bears, Alice in Wonderland. That was a TV show back in the day. Blue's Clues, back when they had Steve. I know, I sound like a fucking weirdo watching Blue's Clues. I used to watch Blue's Clues when I was a kid because, you know, I just had so much fun with that. But, you know, that was back when Steve was still the host. When Steve was the host, the show was great. And another thing I miss from Nick Jr., Face. They don't have Face anymore. Those fucking bastards. Face was awesome. Hi there, Face here. You know, I sound like a fucking weirdo talking about Nick Jr., but I remember Nick Jr. from the past. And I used to watch Nick Jr. all the time. One for Face. Another one, Allegra's Window, Eureka's Castle, Gullah Gullah Island. What wasn't that the one? I was going to say Bear in the Big Blue House, but that's Disney. But all those shows that I had mentioned, yeah. Eureka's Castle was the one I first started watching. And slowly after that, shortly after it, came Allegra's Window. Then came Gullah Gullah Island. Then, what else? Shit, it's been so long. Oh, Muppet Babies. Everyone remember Muppet Babies? Now that was a good show right there. Ironically, it's made by the same company that makes Spider-Man, Marvel. There were some good shows back in the day. And all you have to say is I miss the 90s. Now, games. Sonic the Hedgehog. That came out back in the 90s. 1991. And they still went strong. Gunstar Heroes. Resident Evil came out then, back in 1996. The very original Resident Evil. That was back when I was afraid of Resident Evil. To be honest, I was afraid of Resident Evil 2 because the monsters in there looked a lot more grotesque. But, you know, I'm old enough now that I'm over that shit. And, like, fucking... That was when Dreamcast was out. That was when N64 was out. That was when Sega Genesis was out. Those were the three systems that I used to own. Oh, yeah, Game Boy Color. You can't forget that. Well, Game Boy slowly began to evolve from regular big Game Boy. It was like this big. You had to use two hands to play it. You could barely fit in your pocket. Then came Game Boy Pocket. Basically the same as a regular Game Boy. It was smaller. You could fit it in your pocket. Then came Game Boy Color. As a matter of fact, hold on 1 second. Alright. Took me a while. But I went down and got what I used to have, a Game Boy Color. Yeah, I know, I still got it. And I'm ahead of the times. I always keep my old game systems. Because sometimes it's good to live in the past. And everybody remember this? Bop It. Yeah. You guys remember that? Good old Bop It? I also have Bop It Extreme. I don't know where the hell that went. Yeah. Miss. And I'm kind of living in the past, but I fucking miss that time. No. 8 minutes, I realize I just spent 8 minutes. I might edit this video out a little bit. You know what? I gotta clean my room. Look at it! Looks like shit. There's my kitty. Say hi to the people. Okay then, never mind. Alright. I'm out.